What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Jay Fry. Today we're outside in my small backyard garden where we're going to install this garden mesh netting on one of our raised garden beds. We're going to see what came inside the package, put this thing together, and decide on whether or not I should have did a DIY and build my own and go from there. Let's get it. So before we get started, I'm going to show you guys the reason why I need to install this mesh netting over my raised garden beds. Alright, so for me, I think I really need this for all of my leafy greens. So like that's one of my kale plants. It's getting some work done on it. So the pests or caterpillars or whatever are coming in and doing a number on my leafy greens. Not on all of them. As you can see, I'm doing pretty good with these right here. But for sure my kale. Let's look at another kale plant that I got going on. It hadn't got that yet, but that's a bunch of new growth. You can see a little bit right there. But I do want to stop it. Over here on my beets, we're trying to eat the beet leaves in our salads. But so like right there, they're going to work. Fed them pretty good. So yeah, that's the reason why I feel like I need this mesh netting. I imagine I can easily come out here and spray it with some type of pest control spray, but I don't want to have to do that every week. And then plus on my leafy greens, you know, once you spray it, I think you kind of have to wait before you can eat them. So I don't really want to do that. Alright, so I ordered this netting from Amazon. It cost me $36, and this is the box it came in. Man, I heard a bunch of rattling going on. I wasn't sure what I got myself into, but I went ahead and opened it up, and this is exactly how it came. So it came with the garden mesh netting. This right here you can purchase by itself. Got the instructions, what the package comes with. But this is a DIY. Different size garden supports and everything that it comes with. So these right here, I assume, are the clamps that's going to clamp the rods to the netting. And these going to be the extenders. So yeah, this should be pretty simple. Let's start putting this thing together and see how long it takes, see if it's worth it, or should I just went to a Home Depot or Lowe's and bought all the material myself and built it. Alright, now, so we've seen what's inside the package. We've seen why I need this over my raised garden bed and why you may need it too. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed because I got more work to do. Let's get it. So I forgot to mention that this kit right here is for a 10 by 30 feet, and my 3 garden beds are 6 by 3 feet. I only really need to cover up 1 or 2 of them right now, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I'm taking a quick glance over the instruction sheet just to make sure I'm halfway on point. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 steps. That's not a lot, so it shouldn't take me long. Alright, the first step is to connect fiberglass with the connections. So those are the connections. That's the fiberglass. So we're just gonna put the ends on there and add it to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's telling me to do 5 or 6. I'm just gonna do 5. And if I feel like I need to add another one here in a little bit, then I'll do that. So let me go ahead and get all these things put together, then we'll see what we got next. Alright, so actually that's pretty much it. I built 3 of them. This is 5 fiberglass rods stuck together with the connectors. So I got 3 sets. I think that's long enough. So next thing it says to do is just stick them in the soil and bend them. Then from there, I assume I'm going to be cutting the net and putting the net over it. Let's see what we got. All right, so yeah, like I said, that's with 5 hoops. I think that'll be high enough for this one. Let me add another one just to see what it looks like. I think I like the 6 fiberglass pieces better. What you think? What I just did right there was make sure at least one fiberglass stick was all the way in the saw, all the way up to the first connector. So that's it. That's it for that part. Let's go ahead and get this mesh netting out. I think I'm gonna need some scissors to go ahead and cut this thing. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get some scissors. All right, so I went and got some scissors. Take this netting out the bag. We're gonna lay it over top. See how easy it goes. Let's finish. Sorry for the noise in the back. They cutting their grass. Something you gotta do. Damn, I just took it out the package. Kinda damp. Is that weird? It's weird to me. I don't know, let's go. What do you know? I already got something caught in the net. Let's take a look at it. Guess this bad boy is in there eating too. Yeah, so far so good. So I'll line it up on the end that I ran over here first, start putting my clamps on, then I'll cut it once I'm finished. I don't know if I showed you, but the way these work is you just have, yeah, then they just gonna smash on there. So I did bring out my staple gun too. I'm just gonna shoot a couple of staples around the edge, yeah, and see what it do. So that's pretty much it. Besides cleaning up the netting around the edges, I'll clean that up. I might put a couple of staples in and figure out some kind of way to get this to stay down. Let me do that, then I'll get right back with you. All right, on second thought, that probably was a bad idea because I am gonna have to go in here and harvest some of this stuff, right? So that's a no-go. On one side only, and this side I'll just tuck it in and figure out a way to get it to stay. So I was able to get this thing installed. As you see, it was fairly quick and simple. Only thing I need to do now is figure out what I'm gonna do around the edges, see how I can make that look a little bit nicer. But I just wanted to show you guys how quick and simple this is to install if you don't have time to go to the big box store and buy all the materials you need. This one right here, you can easily do one of these in less than 30 minutes, if not faster than that. Now with the fiberglass and the sun beating down on it, it's probably only gonna last you about a season or two. But you know, for 36 bucks, man, I don't think that's too bad. I will eventually try to do my DIY one on my own where I go out and buy everything. But for right now, I'm gonna use this one, put it to work. I paid for it. Let's see what it do. I already got a couple of bugs inside. I guess they realized, shit, we stuck. Let me let you take a look at it. Let's see. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Left a little overhang right there. Still got a little friend in there. Man, I might just let him stay, I don't know. But yeah, so these fiberglass hoops have a multi-purpose, because in the wintertime I'll come along and take this netting off and do a fabric cover for the wintertime. That way I can do this thing year round. And that's for a 3x6 bed. And let me show you what I have left. Looks like I have enough to do at least one more garden bed, which was the plan anyway, if I'm going to use 6 pieces to get it at this height, or I can minimize it and use 5 and I'll be able to stretch it out. Not bad at all. Alright, so we saw what was in the box, we know how much it cost, we saw how easy it was to install, so for me it was a good deal. I didn't have to waste any time at my Home Depot or Lowe's trying to figure out what I was going to use. This one was, again, less than 30 minutes. So like I said, I'm happy with it. I think it was worth it. If you're interested in something like this, click on the link down below in the description. I have this set up for you. You'll be able to find this one or others like it. So I'll go ahead and get one more installed and be done with this for today. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, getting this netting done. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. Holla at your boy.